Hello, as Madea would say. This is Movie Critic Rob here with the Movie Channel, and I know I'm a little late to the game, but I just saw Boo, a Madea Halloween, one of Tyler Perry's films, and I wanted to give some quick thoughts on it. With this movie, I don't know. I'm not going to give any spoilers, actual spoilers. I'm just going to give you what the plot of the story is, because if you haven't seen the movie, I really want you to experience it for yourselves. So it'll be a really quick, non-spoiler review of Madea, or of Boo, a Madea Halloween. I've seen all the Tyler Perry movies, I think, up to this point, and one of the things that I have always thought about them is, I love them, by the way, but a lot of them have Madea in the title, and there was Madea in a lot of the movies. So with this one, what I found, which was great, was that there was a lot of Madea, and the story, the plot of the movie revolved a lot around Madea herself, which in turn made her a bigger player in the movies than before. Even though the movies before had her name in the title, she was not in a lot of the film, in the movies that have passed. But with this one, I loved that she was integral to the plot, and not only was she integral to the plot, but she was in a lot of the movie. I like what the movie deals with. Tyler Perry is a different kind of filmmaker in that he deals with a lot of real issues, but he uses Madea as a gateway to deal with those issues in a way that people will like to watch it, and because of the Madea name, people will be attracted to the movie for that reason, and then get whatever it is he's trying to get across, which I thought was really well done here. The message that he brought with Madea, or with this movie that had Madea in it, was really good. I really liked all the other characters, Joe, and the other two ladies that were just absolutely hysterical. I can't remember their names off the top of my head, but it is funny when this movie, you know, it's a Tyler Perry film, so there's about 20 minutes, 25 minutes devoted to setup, which are, you know, you're into it, and Madea's there, so unlike the other films that are when they set up, Madea's not there, so it's not really funny, it's just setup, setup, setup. She's there, so even the setup is funny. But if you thought the movie was funny during the setup, you have no idea what's in store for you, because the movie does not let up. Once it kicks off, it's hilarious. And I think there's one joke in the entire movie that I didn't think was that funny, but everything else, I was laughing, I was giddy, I was, if I would have had a Coke with me, it would have been coming out of my nose. That's how funny it was. Like I said, all the jokes landed, which is great to see in a comedy. That the jokes land, because a lot of the comedies today, they're just raunchy and vulgar for no reason. And that's another thing with Madea. Yes, it has some off-colored humor, but sorry, it has some off-colored humor, but it was the overall was clean. It's not a movie that goes out of its way to be vulgar and to be crass, but some of the characters are a little crass, a little vulgar. So there is a balance there that I appreciated, because it doesn't go out of its way to say obscenities or anything like that. Which I think that's a crutch for a lot of comedies today, is that they feel that, oh, this word is funny, so we're going to say it a million times. And of course, you know, it could be the F word, it could be whatever word. And that's not funny. It's just, okay, it's a word, and you saying it 1,000 times does not make the movie funny. Sorry. But one thing I loved about Madea and this Madea movie is that because of who she is, and because, of course, it's Tyler Perry into the costume, spoiler alert, nobody need that, there is a great amount, there always has been, but with this one it was kind of heightened, of physical comedy. Because, of course, it's a dude, it's a strong dude, it's a big dude, and it's Madea, so it's funny. Just the situations that they put her in lended themselves to good humor, and they took advantage of that at every turn. I was with a few people at the theater, and they all loved it. They were all laughing, and it was a great atmosphere because it was funny. I loved it because of that, because it didn't take cheap shots. It didn't it wasn't vulgar just because, hey, vulgarity gets a laugh nowadays. I don't like that, and I'm glad that this movie kind of stood up to that. Now, again, it's not a clean movie, like, it's not squeaky clean, okay? There is stuff, but it doesn't go out of its way to present bad things and present vulgarity or obscenities. Now, like I said, some of the characters are vulgar, they're obscene, like Joe, for example, who Tyler Perry also plays. He is a drug addict and he is a potty mouth, but that's what the character is. And even then, he's not in a lot of the movie. Well, he is in a lot of the movie, but he doesn't do a lot of obscenities or vulgarities in the movie. I liked it. I really did. I thought it was a good time. And if you haven't seen it, even though Halloween is past, I don't celebrate Halloween either, by the way, which I thought was kind of cool. They touched on, because Tyler Perry's a believer, and so he doesn't ascribe to a lot of that. And with this movie, there were characters in it that did not ascribe to it, and they were scared of it, and the whole deal. And I kind of appreciated that because it was a perspective you don't often hear, and it's kind of what my perspective is on the holiday as well. But even if even though I'm starting to speak like Madea, even though Halloween is past, I still think you can enjoy this movie and have a great time. It was fantastic. It keeps you guessing, and it was fun. I could say it was fun and great all, till the cows come home, because it was actually really, really fun and a great movie experience. So I guess that's all I've got. Like I said, this is going to be a short review because I don't want to give away a lot of the jokes. I want to leave it there for you to unpack if you want to go and see it, which I highly recommend that you do. So, without further ado, this has been Movie Critic Rob with the Movie Channel, and as always, I'm signing off. Hello, goodbye.